like of the Jewish students that make up the other Big Ten schools. And out of the 14 Big Ten schools, Iowa came in 12th for the amount of Jewish students at the university.
Yeah, I would have guessed 13th, but anyway.
I was just wondering why you think that is.
So the main reason is that Iowa is the smallest population state other than Nebraska in the Big Ten. So there aren't as many people to draw from, and there's no really large city here. Jewish people tend to live in large metropolitan areas by and large. So we don't have a city of the size of Detroit or Cleveland or Chicago, where there are tens of thousands of Jewish people who could send their sons and daughters in-state to the university.
I'm not really surprised. If you think about being a Jewish student, the stereotype of Iowa is very waspy, and it doesn't come to mind as a place. I remember we ordered a book once. My wife and I ordered a book from an East Coast Jewish publisher, and ordering it over the telephone was a comedy. You're in Iowa? Is that like Idaho or Ohio? I mean, it's as if this poor New Jerseyite had never heard of the Midwest. And it's just not, it doesn't come to mind as a place to go.
What do you think the future is of maybe of the Jewish representation on campus, or maybe even the involvement of Jewish people in Hillel?
Well, one of the things I've been working on more and more is trying to get the university's admissions department to push harder to recruit students from heavily Jewish high schools. We had, for the first time, representation at a college fair in the Chicago area, Jewish college fair in the Chicago area a few weeks ago, and the university sent a representative and we sent Hillel materials. And I think that kind of process, which might take some time to really develop roots, will help raise the profile of the university and remind people in, particularly in the Chicago area, but also in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and other neighboring states, that this is a good place to come and be involved as a Jewish student.
So we are not famous for our Jews in Iowa, and that means we're out on the borders. We'll attract people when we're good at something that they're interested in, and they're probably not going to come here for the big Jewish community. They're going to come here for something else, the best English program in the country, or a research group doing plasma physics, or whatever it is that attracts them. And as long as we're really good at